That was a lot of food, Ariel.
Holy shit.
I got so much food that I almost rolled over because I had so much food. Cold day here in New York City. It's about 20 something degrees Fahrenheit, and when it's freezing cold, I think one really needs to eat a good set of dumplings. My friend Yusuf actually recommended us to go have some dumplings. Say hi, Yusuf. What's up? And we're gonna go to our first spot in the middle of Chinatown, which I've heard a lot of people rave about, especially because it is like actual Chinese. It's not Chinatown dumplings, which we'll have soon. This is Chinese dumplings here at the middle of Chinatown. Let's go.
Alright, which one you got?
I got the pork dumplings, of course.
Pork dumplings?
You said you were in bad luck because it's pork dumplings the entire way through. We're going to one location that has something else beyond pork.
Yeah, I usually go to the places that have they serve like beef or chicken. But yeah, I mean, enjoy the pork dumplings.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. to give everyone a little bit of context, like you can have other plates at these places.
Oh yeah.
There's usually other stuff to eat.
Exactly. I got this beef tripe soup.
And since you are a non-dumpling eater, do you want to go to a place that has amazing dumplings, but also the best General Tso's chicken?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, that's the next stop.
Let's go.
Well, let's try this one first. Now, just one caveat. I don't know how to use chopsticks. People have tried to teach me. I don't care anymore at this point. So just so you know, as Yusuf, you're doing all the B-roll, you're gonna see very sloppy chopstick technique. But I love it. This is the first time I tried this place, and everyone raves about it. I love how it's like extra thin, the dumplings, the dumpling wrapping. It's very thin, so it almost feels. It's showing off its bits.
Yeah, it's really good.
It has very little clothing on it, and it's cool because it's like stuffed to the brim. Sometimes you have dumplings that are like very pasta-y, but this one's stuffed to the brim. Let's try it out. So let's talk about price.
Yes, this is very cheap.
This was $4. This was $2.50.
$2.50.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and this was 6 dumplings, and that's a huge plate of soup.
Yeah, it's huge. Usually you will pay like $14-12 for this.
In the more modern places, yes. Yeah, the more modern places.
All right. What time is it? 11 a.m. It is definitely too early for me to eat this kind of.
11 a.m. and that's breakfast.
This is no go for me. Actually, it's so early. I'm supposed to drink my third cup of coffee right now, and not like this.
Well, you're drinking your jasmine tea.
This is so crazy. But for $4, I mean, it's very, very cheap. Yeah. I think I would take this actually in a to-go thing. If I would live here nearby, I will get it always to go, and then cut my own beef into it and make it more like rich.
Oh yeah, way more beefy.
Yeah,
like some good sirloin.
Exactly. Yeah, this is what I would do.
In this type of place, it's more than okay to slurp very, very loud.
Yeah. No one gives a damn.
No one gives a shit. That was a good preliminary slurp. We'll get more slurpy as we go through the entire series of 3 dumpling places. Ah, that was so freaking good.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, not oily, super thin, stuffed to the brim. But now, let's go have more classical dumplings.
All right, let's go.
Old school Chinatown. Let's go. In New York City, there was a lot of Chinese immigration. Chinese immigration was halted for over 100 years.
Oh, wow.
So a lot, the Chinatowns that we know of are Chinese immigrants that came here in the mid 1800s to build the railroads.
Oh,
so
wow.
they were 4 or 5 generations.
I'm actually wondering if the Chinatown in San Francisco is older than the Chinatown in New York here.
It is.
It is?
Technically, yes,
Oh, wow.
it is.
Okay.
Chinatown, New York came second. They started
Oh, I
immigrating
see.
to New York to have a more safer environment because in San Francisco they were heavily persecuted.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
So, in 1965, the U.S. finally lifted that ban from Chinese immigration to the U.S. And the Chinese immigrants that came were, if I'm correct, and please edit me if I'm not, they're from the Fuzhou district, the Fuzhou province.
I see comments already. He's wrong.
They were from the Fuzhou province. So the first stop we just went to was a Fuzhou style dumpling place.
Correct.
Right now, we're going to Zhou Shanghai, which is old school Chinatown Chinese place.
Excited.
Let's do it. Let's go.
This is definitely upscale from where we just came from.
It's upscale, yeah. It's a more sit-down restaurant. But the cool thing that I like is one, they have like the original presentation for the dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
Which we're gonna see.
Yeah.
And also they have, I think, one of the best General Tso's chicken in New York City. And General Tso's chicken is Americanized Chinese food, but I think it's the quintessential American dish because there's more Chinese food restaurants in the U.S. than there are McDonald's, Burger Kings, and Wendy's combined. In every single Chinese restaurant, you usually find tea being served alongside with your meal. It's kind of awesome. I really like the hot beverage with the good hearty food. It makes everything feel like goes down smoother. Actually, really awesome. I like it. It keeps you energized and you can keep on eating.
Correct. And especially it's -2 degrees Celsius, so cheers to that.
Cheers. These are crab. These ones are a little bit trickier because these are filled to the brim with liquid, with broth. So you have to, I don't know the 100% proper way of doing it. I do it my own way, but I usually bite off the top and suck the broth outside. And watch out because this broth is so hot it just burned my tongue.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the broth sometimes is boiling hot.
Oh my god.
But I think that's the cool thing about soup dumplings is that you get your soup and you get your dumpling at the same time. That's crazy. Yeah. Ejected all the dumpling juice. That's a lot better. It's good because it's like taste the sweetness of the crab. It's really cool broth that they have inside here. So where does the dumpling come from? We gotta go back 1,800 years ago to ancient China, and there was an epidemic of people getting frostbites, especially right around the ears in a small little village. And the medicine man by the name of Zhang Zhaozhang decided to find a way to better administrate the medicine to many of the people suffering from this frostbite. Consuming a bunch of herbs and spices and meats wasn't really that convenient. So he decided to make a tiny little pasta pastry like this, that in the shape of an ear, originally called jiaozi, and fill it up with a bunch of herbs, spices, and meat. And that was the medicine. And that's how he administered the medicine to all the people of the village. No one actually knows if it cured the frostbite, but people became obsessed with this tiny little ear-shaped pasta thing now called the dumpling. And now we have dumplings, and they spread all around China and continue spreading through the steppes region of central China, especially as the Mongolians took over and made one of the largest empires in the world. And they're the main reason why we see dumplings, not only in China, we see dumplings all the way in Poland, we see dumplings as far south in areas like Turkey, we see dumplings all around the world. The quintessential American dish. Yep, I said American because you can find General Tso's chicken all around America. It's not actually Chinese, it's Chinese inspired by a dish made in Taiwan and you can find a whole epic story about it on a Netflix documentary called Searching for General Tso's Chicken. But this started here in Chinatown. It's from Chinatown. It's quintessential American. And I love it because it's the perfect combination of sweet and tangy and sour all combined into one beautiful dish of glistening orange chicken and very puffy broccoli. Stuff you won't even find really in China. You'll find chicken in China, but you won't find broccoli in China. I am so full. Luckily, we have a long journey ahead of us because this Chinatown is not the largest. It's the original, but not the largest. We are going right now to the largest Chinatown in New York City, one of the largest Chinatowns in the entire world, all the way to Flushing.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Right now, we are passing through more than 120 nationalities. Queens is the most diverse area in the entire world. And not just 120 nationalities, but over 800 languages are being spoken all throughout Queens. Welcome to Flushing Chinatown, the biggest Chinatown in all of New York City. It's started becoming super popular when a bunch of Chinese started coming in mass during the 1980s. And ever since then, it's exploded in population where you barely even see American names anymore. So let's go have some proper Chinatown dumplings. So, Youssef, you already know your Chinese. What do we got here?
Every day I have to read my Chinese Times.
I'm glad you know your Mandarin or Cantonese.
It just says subscribe, please.
Doing a long take. You won't expect where this place is. It's literally like one of the most hidden dumpling places ever. It's like a dumpling speakeasy. So get ready. But do you know the password? You know the password?
Hungry?
Where do you think this dumpling place is? We'll let the viewers guess where it is.
Right there.
I think it's there, okay.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Come over here. Not this.
Are you kidding? That's crazy.
It's not opium den, don't worry.
Oh my god. Bubble tea, $1.
刚刚毕业的话，你可能做
Here it is.
That's crazy.
The most hidden dumpling place in New York City, right down there.
It's like Chelsea Market. Yeah. Chelsea Market in Chinatown. Hey!
This one right here?
Which one?
Right here. Dumpling gallons.
That's crazy.
Here you're doing like a bunch of different dumplings.
Thank you.
So super flavorful. Yeah, very flavorful. That was a lot of food, Ariel.
Holy shit.
I got so much food that I almost rolled over because I had so much food.
Yeah, so the food was great. The dumplings were just amazing. I think from the three locations that we went, the last location was my favorite.
Yeah.
From the interior, I would say the first interior was actually better than the third place that we went.
We didn't talk too much about the interiors. But,
Yeah,
but two of the three interiors were very not so pleasing.
really terrible. I mean, when we went to the first place with Ariel, I actually thought, what the f is this place? Seriously, it smelled really disgusting inside too.
It does.
Like,
But the food was good.
Yeah, the food was really good, you know. I mean,
only found one bone.
And very cheap when you think about it. You
Yeah.
know, like very cheap. The food was really great. The second place that we went was actually my favorite, of course. You know, it's very clean. It feels like more.
Like a restaurant experience. It's more. Yeah, it's a more.
It feels like a restaurant. It feels like more the real deal with the family.
Exactly.
You can go like maybe some after parties, you know.
Yeah.
Go there, hang out.
Especially when you had a very good night of drinking or just hanging out with friends. I think it's a great way to end the night.
Correct.
At Joe Shanghai. Yeah.
Exactly. And then the third place, the dumplings are terrific. I mean, they're really
They're
good.
amazing. Yeah.
They're really good.
And super juicy and
Super
watery. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Super cheap too. I mean, the place is just like run down. It's like
we didn't want to go around the corner of,
Yeah,
the,
I mean-
of the place over there.
I don't-
And they barely know English, so you'll have a
she didn't speak
difficulty.
at all English. Like it took us maybe 50 minutes to get a fucking dumpling, you know.
So you'll have a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah,
in trying
it felt really weird actually. If you want to know more about Ariel, then follow him on Facebook.
Exactly. Oh, Facebook, facebook.com/urbanistlive.
Yeah, link
And
will be in the description below.
Search Urbanist on YouTube and you'll find me as well.
Yes, and yeah, never forget, be positive, stay positive, and karma will always handle the rest. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys, and I have to go now. Here, Ariel, you wanna hold this? I have to go work now. So see you till next time.